sovereignty. In other words,
yeah, it's probably true,
like
because
freedom,
that's what we're
right?
talking about, the power.
that's the
You
right.
just said, you just said
Yes.
my word that I've got
Freedom.
here. The number
Freedom.
one thing for me is John gave me freedom. He gave me freedom to be myself,
That's sovereignty.
to make my own decisions, to go where I wanted to go, when I wanted to go, and never have to ask permission. I was my own person. For the first time ever in my life, I was my own person. You know how good that feels? That is healing. That was the thing that said, oh, baby, go and take on the world. This is your world. Do what you want to do with it. He gave that to me.
How
An
long
incredible
did it take
gift.
you to realize that?
I didn't. It was just a general thing. When I say, John, you know, I'd like to do this or that. What do you think? It's your life, he says. Go and do it. John, I want to spend $5,000 and join this crazy multi-level company. Well, it's a lot of money, but if you think it'll work, you know. Holy smokes. I don't know how many things I dragged him in and out of. We got in and out of financial things, but I was always going to set the world on fire with something else, because once you let me go, man, I go. You know, that's always true. So that was it. Freedom. Huge, huge. You gave me freedom to be myself. It was a wonderful gift, right? The other thing he gave me back,
I just didn't take it away.
that's true. That's true. That's true. The other thing he gave me back my self-esteem. And boy, did I need that. When I met him, as far as I was concerned, I was the ugliest thing on earth, right? And well, of course, as you read in the book, he kept telling me I was ugly. He kept saying to me, no man will ever want you. Aren't you lucky to have me? You know, I love you, ugly and all kind of thing. And I think, oh my God, okay. So I was convinced that I was ugly. There are a couple of instances you'll see in the book where I'm surprised that boys are interested in me, because after all, I'm ugly. You know, this sort of a thing. Not only did I meet somebody who thought I was incredibly beautiful, they kept ramming that damn camera in my face. And it drove me nuts. And he'd say, I just want to get a close-up on your eyes. And all I could think of when he brought that camera close to me is, oh, God, he saw the ugliness. That truly was how I saw myself. You know, I really believed that I was
so
ugly.
not true. That's the thing.
Yes, but that's how I saw
I know,
it. Because he, the other one, had gone out of his way to
Implanted
convince
deep,
me for his own purposes.
Yes,
that
of
was ugly.
course. Yeah.
Okay? So he gave me back my self-esteem. And as I got more beautiful and believed that I was beautiful, you carry yourself beautifully, you begin to feel real good about yourself. You know, you start to dress that way, and when a man whistles, you say, thank you. You know, not, you know, like, what do you want type of thing, right? So he gave me that back. The other thing he taught me was to trust again. When anybody is sexually abused, but from what I've been reading, the worst is abused by a father. That is an incredible loss of trust of all people in the world.
And
the
the
one
contact.
person that you think you can trust, that you would give your life, that you think would give their life for you, takes away your life from you in such a bad way. That trust issue is huge. Women go on who have been sexually abused to not be able to trust anyone. They want to trust men, they're scared to, and you can't blame them. They sometimes don't even trust women. I tend to be very suspicious. I hold back a little bit, right? But bit by bit, again, he has never, ever let me down. If he's going to do something, he'll do it. If he won't do it, he'll say he won't do it. He's never given me any reason to question.
And it's the non-judgmental part.
And non-judgmental.
That's amazing.
And then we come to the number 4, which you all said first. Love, of course. My father would say I loved her too, and he did. You'll find that he cried at the end of the book when I was getting married. He went through a very bad time. He did love me in his own perverted way, okay? But what I got here was unconditional love. No strings attached, no conditions on my love or his love. That's the kind of thing that these abusers don't give us. So it's a huge, you know, did I need more therapy? No, there's my therapy. He's standing right there. And I would wish, oh you do, you didn't know that was coming, did you? And I would wish that everybody, you know, who's ever been abused would have the good fortune to find somebody like that, you know, who can do that for them. Sadly, that doesn't happen for an awful lot of women. Or men. Let's not forget the men. For God's sake, there are many abused men out there. One of the men who's not here tonight, who would have been here tonight, I had no idea that he was an abuse victim. He's a big supporter of my daughter, who is a singer. He comes out to every event if he can do it, okay? He always looks so sad. And one day I pulled him aside in an event. I said, "You look so sad." And he said, "Oh, I'm not, yeah." And he's kind of like, you know, like this. I said, "What's going on with you?" And I said, "You've been abused, haven't you?" And he kind of looked at me. So I'm writing a book on it, My Own Life. And I kind of looked at me. By the time I was done, he spilled everything out to me. It was an uncle. He had been abused as a child. I said, "Have you told anyone?" "No one." "Does your wife know?" "He's been married since he was 18 to the one woman."
Wow.
She knew nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. He's been carrying it. He's close to our age. You know, and I think, oh God, you know, they suffer so badly because the men, women, we do tend to yap a bit.
I think it's a
Men,
double-edged,
no.
man. It's not that it's worse, but it's worse in a way because the stigma.
Oh yeah,
the
men
stigma
aren't
is there.
supposed to,
Right.
you know, talk about these things, and they won't.
It's
They're
not meant
supposed
to
to be
be.
tough and
Right.
strong.
That's right. Yeah.
Whoa, that's really hard for them.